Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 31, Murray. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Murray. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On second down, Felts. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
We got three, fellas. We got five.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
90 is the mic. Here we go.
Hey, take 26.
Hey, defense.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Man, I got you.
On first down, Felts. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 34 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
319.
Number 53, Mike 53. All day, dog.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
26.
Mike 53. 53, Mike.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Take 30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will sit. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And take it right on the 30. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the pass.
115. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
That's the way. Mike 56, Mike 56. Jan 300, Jan 300. 56. Check 56. Push him back. Push him back. 56. Hey, Zoo. Right there.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. Making the catch is Sternberger. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Boom. Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Green 18. Coming to you. Back to one. Hey, exit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. They complete it to Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Murray now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
It's just me and you. Box it, box it, box it, box it. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, check 26. Check 300. Check 300. Check. 26.
Rodgers operating from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Jump out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. From a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Murray. It's Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray now. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. Phelps, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. No. Go to 50. Bravo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, 88. Hey, Echo.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Army.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. 180.
The first throw for the backup Foles. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that officially. give him 15. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
On 1st down, Phelps. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
No. 319.
Check 56.
Run. Yeah, this. Hey, orbit.
56 right there.
319.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Easy. 6-6. Pull it high. Get 300. Hey, wahoo. 319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, check my 50.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray gets this one to Isabella. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Inside. Hey, Charlie. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it complete to Harris. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jumping it off for Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray looking for the end zone. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to the air on On second down, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Murray again. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll buy some time right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
No. 258. Check out this.
They'll run on first down. Phelps. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't get nervous.
Defense.
A loss of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 7.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for the Packers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the... They taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.